Recently, I got asked on, was there a possibility in Vault to be able to restrict the way that data flowed within the lifecycle? So say, for instance, I was a user and I had a part, it was work in progress. I went to change state and then I said, right, I wanted to go to for release, but I'm not allowed to release a product. It has to first go to review. My engineer will check it and then they'll make the decision to release it or not. So how do we do that in Vault 2025? So what we can do is we first go to Tools and Administration and Vault Settings. Now please note that you do have to be an administrator to be able to make these changes over here within the Vault. So once I've done that, I can go to Behaviors. And under my Life Cycles and Revisions, I'll select Life Cycles. Now, here's all the life cycles that I've currently got. And what I'll do is I'm going to make a copy of this basic release process. So let's go copy, and I'm going to go test process. Now, one important thing is that we need to make sure that we've got the correct category. So the file categories that I want will be my part and inventor and assembly. Let's say those three categories over there. So there's my file categories. If I wanted folders to take part in this lifecycle definition, I could select those, as well as item categories and custom objects. So let's close that. Now, what we'll notice at the bottom over here, I'm just going to click on apply to create that, is that we've got work in progress, for review, release, and obsolete. So those are the four different lifecycle states that we have. I can go add another one if I wanted to, or delete one. But what we're going to do here to make sure that certain people do not have access to, take it, say, for instance, from work in progress to released, I am going to say, go to work in progress release under my transitions and edit that. Under the security, you'll notice there that there are no restrictions on this transition. So what do? We take that off and then we add. And what I want to do is I'm going to say that Aldred does not have permission to take from work in progress to released. Okay. Then work in progress to obsolete. Once again, Aldred. So whoever you needed to put on, you would select over there and then just deny them the activity over there. And then for review to work in progress. So we have to go through each of these different stages over here and just deny. Now, one thing that you can do over here, see, I'm going through each one, release to work in progress. Also, I'm not allowed to do that. Only the administrator is. Now, what we can do is that when we're adding, rather put someone in a group, and then that group will then get that permission. Because if you take a look at the users, there's quite a few users over here. And I don't want to have to go through each one, add each one, and then deny permissions over here. Okay, so let's go to, but we're just working with the two over here. Okay, so once that's done, let's see the work in progress, edit, under security, no restrictions on this transition. So let's go see what we've actually created over here. So first of all, I'm going to log out as administrator, and then I'm going to log back in as Aldred. Okay. Okay. And with this over here, let's go to one of my components and let's see and take it through a state change. So let's take this part over here. I'm going to change state and let's see what life cycles are available to me. Okay, so there's the test process. If I had not added the file category for this component to the test process lifecycle, it would not have appeared over here. So now that's work in progress, and I click on OK, and it updates. So there we go, work in progress. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say, look, right, let's change state, and let's see what options we've got. So it's only for review, okay? So let's just go take a look at this other part that I've created over here, and I go change state. Because it's on the flexible release process and not the new process that I created, and I select that, I've got for review, released, and obsolete. So you'll see there how I'm now restricting the flow of the information with certain people or users. So let's go to for review, click on OK, and it puts it into for review over there. Okay. So if I go back here and I change state, let's see, I've still got released and obsolete. Okay, so I haven't locked down this test process, so that means I have given I still have permission to take it from for review to released and for review to obsolete. So what I have to go do then is we go back to our administrator profile. Okay, tools, administration, vault settings, and under our life cycles, we go back to our test process, edit that, and then it was for review. So let's go to transitions. So for review to obsolete and for review to release. So we go to there, edit. So you'll see that you have to kind of go through all the different stages that we've got over here and just make sure that the different people do not have the access. Deny, and then it was for review to obsolete. So when doing something like this, what I would suggest is go onto a test site, create everything that you need to make sure that everything is correct before taking it live on a live server. Okay, so let's go back over here. Now, I'm sitting here as administrator, so let's see what options I have over here. So change state, and you'll see that I've also got just for review. So I can't take this out anywhere either. Okay, so let's go back to the Autodesk ID account and just make sure that I've locked it down properly. So we go to my for review, change state, and you'll see I've also got it for review. But now it doesn't want to go anywhere. So what we need to do is that we need to just go back to the administrator account and make sure that the administrator is able to do those tasks. So if I go to tools, administration, just to show you, we're going to have to go through to the lifecycle, edit the appropriate lifecycle over here, and then give permission to take it from, say, for review to back to work in progress. So transition, edit for review to work in progress. So we edit that one, security, and then we're going to add the administrator. They'll be allowed to take it to there. And then for review to released, we're going to go to our security and make sure the administrator can do that as well. So I'm in as administrator at the moment. You see in the bottom right hand corner, it says administrator. So if I select the component, change state, I now have the options to go work in progress and released. And that is a way for you to be able to set up, and probably the best way to do it is with groups, to be able to push the data from one lifecycle state to the other without and still giving people the freedom or users the freedom to be able to work in the vault. Thank you very much for watching.